Hello everyone, my name is Dharmesh. I am the Managing Director at ThinkWise Education, and in this today's video I would be explaining about the UG application process at US. So students who are looking for the next year admission, which is fall 2023, August 2023, they need to apply 9 to 12 months in advance. Unlike India where you wait for your 12th result and then you start the admission process, for abroad universities you need to apply 9 to 12 months in advance. If you wait for your 12th results to come, all the admission deadlines are over and you need to wait for one more year. So it's very important in case of abroad university that you plan in advance. You need to apply when you are in your 12th year for getting admission for the bachelor's degree. So you need to apply 9 to 12 months before. In fact, you need to plan your entire process 12 to 18 months in advance, because you also need to prepare for certain entrance test. And keeping in mind that 12th is going to be a very important year for you, because you need to prepare for your studies. You will have a lot of additional classes and tests to be completed. So it is very important that you take this process of planning when you enter into 11th year. 11th is a year when you can complete the necessary entrance test. You can take part in different co-curricular, extra co-curricular activity, because that's the year when you comparatively have less pressure. As soon as you finish your 11th grade, you will be bombarded with a lot of classes during that 11th vacation, because that's the beginning of 12th year and everybody starts planning for their uh, education for 12th. So it's very important that you plan your studies after 10th as far as possible, because 11th year you can give necessary entrance test. In case you require to reappear for any specific test to improvise your score, you have sufficient time. Alright, but there are a lot of students who make this decision little later, which is still fine, but you have to ensure that you apply a year before, otherwise you need to wait for a year. Again, if you lose a year after 12th, we consider it's a big crime in India that we have lost a year. There are a lot of parents who are very flexible in India, abroad, who says that after 12 we'll give sufficient time to child to think what they would like to study, where their interests are, rather than immediately taking admission in a rush. So they give them 1 year time, where after 12th, after giving enough focus for your 12th study, they plan for the necessary entrance test, and then they take a 1 year gap to build the skills, and then they go for it. Keep one thing in mind: in case of United States study, your 4 year degree could be completed in 2.5 years also. So it's not that you will be losing a year. If you prepare well, after first semester, you can take few extra credit every semester. There are a lot of courses running during summer. So by taking extra credit, you can finish your degree fast. I have been sending students for last 20 years, and I have seen most of my students completing their degree in 2.5 to 3 years period. So it is very much possible to complete the degree in a shorter period. Completing the degree early is not important, okay, but what grades you have got per semester is more important, and they give the grades in the form of GPA, grade point average, and anything which is above 3 is good, anything which is above 3.5 is considered to be excellent. So your aim always, your focus always should be getting the good grade and not completing early. But because the education system is such, you'll have additional time apart from your core compulsory credits, and if you do not want to come back to India during vacation or during summer and you would like to give more focus, you can complete your degree in 2.5 to 3 years period. So my main point is that do not hurry up just to get admission, but have a proper planning. First choice always should be after 10th, so you get sufficient time to prepare yourself in 11th. If you can't get sufficient time or you could not plan well in advance, you may take little 6 month, 1 year extra after your 12th, but ensure that you have followed the entire process so you get the admission at the right place. Alright, so that was basic. How many universities in US? So 400 approx universities in New York State itself, 4,000 odd institutes in United States. So going to United States is not important. Okay, you can get easy admission in any of the university. But if you would like to get entry into United States, your focus should be entering into top 50, 70 university out of 4,000. Then it is worth, because you'll be spending a lot of money, time. If you are getting entry to top 50, 70, it's worth it. If you are going to any university, then it does not have any value. It is better that you complete your bachelor degree in India and then apply for master's program. Okay, so now how do I apply? What is the application process? So most of the universities have tied up with CommonApp. So CommonApp is a common portal where you fill up basic details at one place in common application, and you do not have to fill up the same data again and again for various universities. So you can fill up the common application form, and then you can add whichever university you want to apply through CommonApp. Okay, so you can there is no limit. You can apply to 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 universities. CommonApp basically has got certain deadline, which is very important you have to keep in mind. So basically it's in two steps. early admissions and the regular admission. In early admission, you have got two categories. One is early action and one is early decision. What is early action and early decision? Early action is because you are planning early and you are applying for before a specific deadline. You are committed, you are focused, and your application will be given a priority, and you'll get early response. Okay, you may apply to few choices and you'll get an early response from there. What is regular admission? Regular admission is for it's a final deadline. Those who miss out on the early admission, they apply in the second round, which is called as regular admission, and that is the final deadline. If you apply after regular admission, then the applications are closed. So those who could not apply for the early action because they could not plan or they are not ready with their entrance test, they'll still be able to apply under the regular decision. What are the deadlines? So early action generally is 1st November to 15th November. It varies from university to university, but there are few university which has a deadline of 1st November. So ensure that you make a plan to apply in September, October, so that you do not have to see 1st November, but ensure that you apply before 1st November so you get a priority. You will save from competition, because unlike India, they do not wait for a specific deadline. They do not wait for the deadline to receive all the application. Then whoever is the best in terms of merit, they put a list 1, 2, 3. No. As soon as you apply and if you meet the requirement, they process and they give you decision. Alright, so there is a possibility somebody applying later may find more competition, so may find it tough to get into. Somebody who applied early and meeting the requirement may have a less competition. So always advisable that if you are ready with all your documents, necessary entrance test, to apply as early as possible as and when they open. Generally, the CommonApp application starts accepting application from September, but October definitely all the universities are ready to apply. So when you apply in common application, one is early admission, one is regular admission, where I explain about early action and regular decision. There is also one more option under early admission, which is early decision. Somebody who is very much focused and having a specific priority, for example, MIT or Stanford or a Berkeley or some specific choice they have in mind, and that is their first choice. If they get through, they would like to go over there. They could use this option of early decision, whereby they have to inform while filling the form in CommonApp, and there is also an agreement called which you have to sign for, which is early decision agreement. If you get admission, if you apply and you get the admission, all other admission will be automatically withdrawn. Okay, so that's a firm choice which you are making. You are stating that if I am getting over here, you are giving your response to the specific university that if I get into your university, automatically I will not be going to other university, and this is my first choice, I would like to join over here. So other offers will be withdrawn. So university also knows that if they are giving admission to this child, they are definitely going to come because they've signed an early decision agreement. So that's a very good option for somebody who is very much focused. You may apply to one early decision because you have only one choice. You can only select one university for early decision. If you get through, others are withdrawn. But if you can't get through, other options you could apply. There's an option of early action. And then say just in case you can't get through into early decision initially, but you applied into early action, or you later on apply to some institutes for regular admission, and once you get through and if you would like to apply still for early decision to specific institute, you may make an application for early decision 2, which is after getting rejected in early decision 1, you may opt for early decision 2, and you can still select one university of your choice where your interest is firm. So this is applying through CommonApp, where we have 3 options: early action, early decision, and regular admission. There are few universities where you need to apply direct. It is not a default system for all the university. Majority of the top ranked universities fall under CommonApp, so you need to apply through CommonApp. But there are few odd choices where you need to apply directly through university application portal and not through CommonApp portal. If you go to website CommonApp application, you will get the list of universities which are part of CommonApp, so it becomes easy for you. Now, just applying to CommonApp, you are not applying to the university. Apart from CommonApp, whichever university you select extra, they will create a supplementary application within common application. So suppose you have selected 6-8 university, 6-8 university have their own supplementary application. Each supplementary application will ask additional data for specific university and also will give you essays, that what specific essays they want from the student. So you need to ensure that you see supplementary application, complete those requirements, as well as write specific university essays, then your application will be completed. Every extra application which you are selecting, accordingly their particular application fee you need to pay. There is no common application fee, but based on whichever university you are selecting, accordingly you will be paying individual fee for that particular supplementary application. So this is the common process. If you apply somewhere in early action, which is before November 1, you can expect decision by December. If you apply in regular decision by December, you can expect response by Jan, February. But if you apply after December, first of all, most of the top rank universities are closed till December. If there are some open, which is till say Jan 15 or 1st February, then you can expect your response by March, April. So it is very important that you apply early so that you get the full advantage of the responses from the university, because they have limited seats and too many people apply. So applying early gets a benefit. Now I'll be guiding you on the entrance test, what entrance test I need and what are the documents which I need to prepare. So in case of US, SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test, is one aptitude test which you need to clear. It's a combination of maths and English which you need to prepare. It tests your intelligence, your aptitude skill, and which is a very important factor for your admission. In last 2 years, because of the COVID, many test center could not hold the exam, and so most of the university have made it optional. Till date, there are a lot of universities which have made it optional, but definitely there are universities which need set score, and even if one university is not asking for SAT and kept optional, having set score will make your application very strong, because there are too many applications and set score becomes one elimination factor. So if you have a strong application with your set score, definitely you will get a preference, although it's not a compulsion at a specific university. So I would strongly recommend that if you are focusing for a top rank university, say top 20, 30, 40, 50, do give your SAT. It will add on to your application. SAT exams are conducted 6 times in a year. So now the next is in August, then you have got in October, then you have got in December. And then directly next year, I think they are launching digital SAT, which is in March, May, June. What do you mean by digital? As of today, you have to go to center, appear for a paper-based test. So you have to still go to a specific center to appear for the test. But now it's going to be online. On laptop or tablet, you will be appearing for the test. The test till December will be for 3 hours, which is going to be made it to a shortened to 2-hour test. So from next year, you will have a SAT test for 2 hours. You will be given a calculation. You can use calculator for your mathematics. Also the application online, you will have a calculator inbuilt. So you'll be able to use your calculator. Your result will come very fast. So as of today, it takes around 15 days time to get the result. Now you may expect your result within few working days period. So the new digital test is going to launch in 2023, and first it is going to start international, then in US. So you will be able to appear for this digital test and you can expect the result very faster. Alright, so this particular test you need to prepare. As I told you before, if you are somebody who passed recently 10th and you are in 11th, this is the best time to prepare, because set exam do not have any validity. It does not expire in 2 year, 5 year or 7 year. It's a lifetime validity. Alright, so that's the best time you prepare. It will also complement your mathematics and English of 11th and 12th grade. So that's the best time to prepare. But some reason you could not plan, you cannot decide early, then you can start in your 12th standard. Remember, because you have to make application in the early action, you need to apply before 1st November. So August is the ideal period if you have started preparing and you are ready. If you are not prepared, then do not make mistake of just appearing for the sake of appearing. If you get a low score, you may get demotivated and you may not go for the second attempt in October. So if you are not prepared and planning now, you may go for October attempt. Get a good score. Getting good score is more priority. You may apply still before 1st November, because the score will come in 15 days time. Keep other things ready, your shortlisting, your essays, and then as soon as you have a set score, you apply before 1st November. Some reason you don't get ready, you can still apply in regular decision, but do not compromise on your preparation for SAT. You must put 2-3 months time, proper time, so that you get a desired result. What result you should look for? So 1300, 1400 plus is something which is exceptional if you're looking for top 10, 20. 12, anything which is above 1200 score is considered to be a good score. Alright, so this is the target which you should keep. Somebody have got comparatively low score, although they were getting good score in mock test. I would not discourage them to apply to some of the top rank university. You can still try, because SAT is not the only factor of getting admission, although it's very important factor, but it's not the only factor. So do not get demotivated and still apply to few top rank choices. Also, if your academic and extra co-curricular activities are strong. So one entrance test is SAT. The other is TOEFL. If you are planning only for USA, TOEFL, there is another test which you can give, which is IELTS. But if your focus is for US, give TOEFL. It is accepted in all the universities of US. Also, it is accepted worldwide for most of the universities. So give TOEFL. It's a 120 marks exam. Again, it's an English test. So the question could come, why 2 English tests I have to give? Because SAT also include English. So SAT English is a reasoning English, and English of TOEFL is a usage English. Okay, so both tests 2 different requirements. In TOEFL, I think with a 3 to 4 week preparation, maybe 2-3 hours per day, alternate day, you can prepare. TOEFL score is out of 120 marks. For undergraduate admission, 80 marks is enough. Some top rank university prefer a score of 100 to 105. So I would strongly recommend that because it's easy exam, put 5-10 days extra and look for 110 or something, which will help you in getting some financial aid when you get the admission. So these are the two tests. SET scores are lifetime validity. TOEFL scores are valid for 2 years. So remember this. So you give your TOEFL considering a specific intake which you are planning for. So if you are planning for August 2024 intake, then ensure that you appear after August 2022. Otherwise, if you appear before August 22 and you are planning to go for August 24, your score may get expired. So keep that in mind because the SET TOEFL scores are valid for 2 years. Earlier for top 10-20 university, they were asking for additional test, which is SAT subject test. Now no more SAT subject tests are required. It is being eliminated. So no subject test is required. Otherwise earlier there was also additional test of SAT subject test. Now you don't require that. Instead of that, if you get ready and once you've got the admission, once you've finished with your exam, and if you've got free time before getting entry into US university and you finish your 12th exam and you've got 3-4 months extra time, if you plan well in advance, you can go for AP. AP is advanced placement, advanced courses. So there are specific center and there are specific dates you need to plan in advance. You take a particular center, you book for it, and you can appear for a few papers like calculus, physics, maths. And if you get a good marks in there, you may apply for some credit. So instead of your 4-year program, you may reduce it some credit in the first semester. So it helps to reduce the program as well as the cost. It is not the admission requirement, but somebody who has time and would like to prepare in advance can opt for AP, which is advanced placement course. So these are the entrance tests what you need. SAT and TOEFL is definitely I would recommend. If there are some students who say we have got a good profile, good co-curricular activity and would like to give a try without SAT, it is possible you can apply. But somebody who is ready and can do it definitely has an extra advantage. So I would strongly recommend to appear for SAT. What else is required? So apart from your SAT, TOEFL, your academics for 10th, 11th is very important. When you apply, you will be in your 12th in most of the cases because you do not want to waste a year. So you apply when you are in your 12th standard. You do not have a result which is okay. They'll give you admission. They expect your 12th result to be submitted when you join the university. So there are no conditional admission in case of United States, all the university. They do not give you admission letter stating that it's conditional on getting 85-90% in your 12th standard. There are no condition kept. You get an unconditional admission. The only condition is when you join the university, you submit that you have cleared your 12th grade. So that's only available in US. So they will be giving you admission based on your credential up to your 11th, and there are some universities which give predicted grades in somewhere in January, February. So they will be asking your school to forward them your predicted grades in January, February if you have it. Otherwise, they do not ask for 12th result. So your admission will be based on 10th grade, 11th grade, your predicted grades which you will receive in December, January, and then you can expect a response based on that. So one is your academics has to be strong. I understand a lot of students take admission in 11th in college and they make a new friend and they feel that we have entered into a college life. So they do not give too much focus considering that it's a state board. So we do not give that much attention. 12th is going to be the main board exam. So they focus more over there. So remember when you will be applying, your 11th grades also will go and that will be a factor for admission. So they will see the consistency. They do not want 90% in your 11, but they want to see whether the consistency is maintained. So ensure that you get a decent grade. Although you may not be able to get 90 is okay, but you get a decent grade in your 11 so that you can prove that I am consistently getting good grades in my academics. Those who are in the IB or A level, they'll definitely require predicted grades to be submitted to them. So ensure that you maintain good academic grades when you enter in your 12th standard because you need to submit that. So academics plays very important role apart from your entrance test. What else? So extra co-curricular activity plays a lot of important role in admission. Most of the university which will be planning have got a lot of additional clubs and there are a lot of other activities which is happening simultaneously. They always expect a student who is coming to their university to be a leader. So they want different ability in you. They don't want only academic ability. They also want to see what all extra co-curricular activities you have got. So if you have got any specialty, maybe in specific subject, or you are very good at debate or competition, or you've got a lot of Olympiad, maybe you are playing some sport at state level, district level, national level, international level. Not necessary you need to have so many certificates. Even one particular activity you have got regular participation and you've got some certificate, and if you can highlight, it can help you in getting admission. For example, you are a chess player and you are certified and you've got a FIDE rated certification, and you include that, and you are applying to a university which also has their own team, chess team, and they see that okay, you have got a very good chess knowledge, and you can become a part of our team. They will not see your academics, they will not see your other things. Because of this extra talent which you have got, they'll give you admission, maybe some with scholarship. So they will not see only academics, they'll see other activities. So I would strongly recommend students who enter into 11th to take participation in different activity in the school, outside the school. There are a lot of clubs outside, you take part, and if you can showcase your overall profile, that you have got a good overall profile, then you will be preferred first. In case of MIT, they've got application in two parts, part A, part B. Part A, around 8 to 10 pages, it's pure all academics. Part B is 8 to 10 pages, all about extra co-curricular activities. And I have got many merit ranker students who keep their Part B application completely blank because they have not taken participation in other co-curricular activities. Their focus was always academics. So remember, extra co-curricular activities are given a lot of importance. So whatever you can do in your 11th year will help you. So do take some participation and include that in your application. What else other than extra co-curricular activities? Essays. Essays plays very important role. Essays will be 100 200 words, specific question they'll be asking. Maybe something on your leadership ability, what are your short-term, long-term career goal, how you answer, and in specific word how you answer. That becomes a decision criteria. And there are a lot of university which takes telephonic interview. If they got an alumni over here, they call you to a specific place and meet you face to face to find out whether you are the same person who made the application, to identify whether you are the person who written essays. So essays plays again a very important role. You should think properly, you should write in your own words. If you need somebody's help, you can take their suggestion, but it should be in your own words and should be submitted. And it should be up to specific words limit, because if they give me to write in 500 600 words, I can still explain my story. But if they expect me to short it for only 100 words, I need to be very specific what I need to include and what I should not include. So essays plays very important role. So these are the several important factors for admission. Your academic grades, your aptitude test scores, your extra co-curricular activity, your essays, very, very important for making admission decision. Other than that, definitely additional document would be your recommendation letter. They require 2 recommendation letters from your faculty under whom you have studied. You cannot take recommendation from some third party or some private tutor. You have to take it from your school where you're doing your 11th, 12th, and they should write about your academic ability. There are a lot of students who just copy paste from online or from friends, which is not acceptable. It should be original and it should reflect your academics. So these are also very important documents. Statement of purpose. Most of the university do not have a statement of purpose, and instead they ask for essays. But there could be some university asking to write a personal statement of 500 words or 800 words. That should be basically a very simple, straightforward document. They already know your English because you have given SAT exam, so they know your English standard. Here they are not checking your English or your vocabulary. Here they are checking your why you would like to study here, why this program, what you are looking at after completing your bachelor degree, why you would like to study in US. So how you put forward, based on which your application will be seen. This is the first document they will be looking at first before processing other document. So again, these documents should be very important. Remember, your SOP should not be copy of your CV, because sometimes students take a lot of data from CV and put over here in SOP to start with, and which is just a duplication of what you have given in your CV. So ensure that it is not duplicacy of documents from CV, and CV should be 1 page, should not be 2-3 page. I've got a lot of students who have got 5 years, 10 years experience, and they make their CV to 1 page, and fresh students feel that we have got so many things to show, so how can it be limited to 1 page? I would like to show it in 2-3 page. Ensure that your CV is 1 page, then they will see. If you make it very lengthy, they are not going to be looking at your document. So these all documents are very important. How you put forward, how professional you have done, otherwise your application may not be seen properly. Alright, so these are the documents which are very important to be included. Just applying, getting good grade is not enough. When to apply, what to include, what not to include is also equally important. So I wanted to give you guidance on this process, that when do I apply, how do I apply, which is the right time to apply, what extra things are important. So I wanted to give a general view about that. So the next session, I would try to give you some information about admission for UK and Canada, so you get a more information. I hope you liked the video. If you've got any question, please type in your question in the comment section. Please like and subscribe the video so we come out with more such videos. So until then, see you, take care, goodbye.